Hello, Sagittarius. This is Christelle Martinette here with a reading for the month of September. Now, what am I seeing for you, Sagittarius? What am I seeing for you? Well, you have some backlogged fatigue. Okay, but there's so much excitement there, and the fatigue is coming from that excess excitement because there's happy excitement, and that's wonderful. And it's linked to your family in reality. It's linked to the love that you have around you, and it could be your partner, could be your family, and children, that type of thing. But it's linked to an excessive activity, an amount of activity that's linked to that. Perhaps there are two stories here, two conspiracies. That's a very common word these days in politics. One is the excitement born from vacation, fun, and all the family, brouhaha. And the other is excitement born from all of the work behind getting everything that you need to get ready to go on vacation, or all of the excitement that's born of having the idea in the future to do that. So there's this, project. There's an idea of a project. There's projectual energy here. And what I'm seeing is a big drop from the sky, a big drop coming down. Ding, ding, ding. Sagittarius, that's trying to let you know, what about now? What about now? What about now? And it seems that everything is moving left and right on cards, wheels. I see the wheels, as if you're traveling on wheels. A lot of, car movement, bicycle, motorcycle. There's a lot of wheels going, wheels, the wheels. And there's the wheel, there are the wheels of your mind. So I'm seeing a very, very active Sagittarius. Very active Sagittarius, emotionally speaking, in terms of you interacting with your family and you interacting with other people in relation to your family. Again, here, the notion of family could be just you and a companion in a place, you and a prospective, child coming, you and children, you and dreaming about, going into into that situation and all of the preparations that you have to go through. But remember, there's that ding, ding, that drop. There's that drop that keeps coming down as a constant reminder. Look, Sagittarius, this is the time. There's no better time than the present, All right, now let's take a look here at what topic comes up first for you. Oh, well, we've got the Tower. It's sort of an ominous message looming in the background, not so background to you, Sagittarius, thinking, you've got to slow down, honey. You've got to slow down. Just calm that mind. From under the deck, we've got, and I believe this is the 8 of Cups. Well, this is a progression, all right? So it will catch up to you. It will catch up to you in the 3rd week of September, when you finally think, I'm going to run myself ragged if I don't start remembering where I am now. Now, there's a number of other truths that come up here. I'm calling them truths because I'm seeing them as deep down inside your makeup, deep down inside what you really are made of, your truth, your soul's speaking, your soul is speaking. And they're saying it's saying, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. And you're oblivious to it, you're still not thinking that dink, that's that drop, that constant drop. And what is the most to suffer here? Well, there's nothing most to suffer. Sagittarius, we've got the widower. We have fortune, and it does really favor the bold. And we have happiness. When it finally hits you, really hits you like that, dang, when it finally hits you, then you just course correct. And it's very interesting to see, Sagittarius, because it seems that you, more than any other sign of the zodiac, are a very, very quick learner. You understand immediately. Oh, that didn't work. Shh, gone. It's gone. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. But of course, there are other areas in your life. It's not only the family. It's not only those responsibilities. It's not only. Well, what come up? What the come up? What the come up is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Do not go forward in this frenetic action, Sagittarius. Why? Because it's not going to work for you. Oops, sorry, I'm shaking my computer. Lest the tower come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Let's take a rune, see which one comes out. Oh, the building block Ingvats. Ingvats. You can tell I had a good night's sleep. It's been very hot. I'm trying to make, exploit these early morning hours. You can see it's still not that light outside. Ingvats. Ingvats is truly the building block of the runes. Why? Because it does talk to you about, there are four points here. And there is what's coming, what has come before you, what will be coming after you, literally in terms of inheritance, in terms of your family, in terms of those who will be coming. Then where you will be going and whence you come, from where you come. And the middle is empty. It's a building block, and it's a constant reminder, Sagittarius. Keep this planted here on your forehead, just like a bindi. Keep it here, and every time you look in the mirror, it should remind you, okay, it doesn't matter. All of those other things doesn't matter. I have to face and concentrate on that little void. Now, of course, we haven't spoken about finances, and it doesn't seem that is of, well, before I put my foot in my mouth, let me take. I'm going to be on the take. Playing here with the words. All right. We've got the artist thinking. All right. Thinking about it, actually. And the reunion meeting. And here the sighs. The sighing. Waiting, expecting. There is a certain amount of expectation. When you are more in the moment in your activity, when you come literally face to face with your people, not in a remote situation. In a remote situation, but in a full-blown meeting of your colleagues, of the powers, with the powers that be, but it is in that meeting where they will give you a sort of reflection of your good work and your worth, really. They're going to be putting you on a scale and saying, Susan, John, Juanita, Giuseppe, you're doing this work, and for us, this is very important. They're very positive, and we value your work. We value it so much that we would like to propose this. And it's not necessarily of a sort of promotion. It's not that. It's more of, it's a little bit of a veiled opportunity for you to take on more responsibility. But not in the bad sense, in the sense of, look, Juanita, you really got what it takes. You have what it takes, and no one more than you can do what we need you to do. And you're very lucky in this, Sagittarius. Why? Of course, not all of you are employed. Not all of you are, many of you are still studying. But try to glean this information in terms of what you're doing. If you're studying, this means that you're being called to bat. You're being called to bat to produce something. You know, so there is a different way of interpreting these general readings, and I invite listeners and subscribers and those who are here for the first time to go that extra mile and put yourself in the shoes of you stepping up to bat, Sagittarius. Okay, now this is the Three of Swords. Which tarot reader doesn't do just like I have done when this comes out? Very few. But if I have to take another card to understand what that is in relation to your environment and to your life, I've got the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords. Now, what does this mean? This means that your heartache, I'm going to call it heartache because they're swords piercing into the heart, you know, and it's heartache not only in terms of a romantic relationship, but in terms of your emotional challenge. It's an emotional challenge. It's an emotional investment. And what does excuse me, I almost had a hiccup. A hiccup wanted to come out, but it didn't make it. It's an emotional challenge in the sense that, yes, you will be asked to draw a line in the sand, Sagittarius. Where are you in relation to this line? And I'm talking about the universe putting out these messages to you. It has nothing to do with work, has nothing to do with love, but it is all there. It's your life. Where are you in relation to this line? Are you in front of it? Are you behind it? Are you at the beginning of it? Are you at the end of it? Remember this bindi put here, ingvats, that empty space inside that you are not occupying, and that, oh, missed that. Well, you know, Sagittarius, and I'm making light. I'm not making light. I'm trying to enjoy myself, and I always do. But what I'm seeing is that I'm trying to get you on board in understanding that the truth emerges. See, they're both swords, and regardless of whether they have to do with emotional reality or a new reality that comes in to awaken your senses, these sort of work to create what I'm looking at as tension, a tension that will allow, not force, allow you to move into that space we call now, that all the mindfulness schools of thought do. And I don't want to say harp on, but that's their premise. Now, what if we have to look at the details? Okay, what are these details coming up? Okay, I shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't have asked. Well, I did, so let's go. All right, now we've got the bitch. We have a third party, all right? It could be a third party, but it's also a person who doesn't have to be a romantic situation. A person who doesn't have your back. Could be on the job, could be in the family, could be in your romantic situation. There is also a protector. These are different. You know, there's one who doesn't have your back, and there's this one who's a great protector for you. And then we've got another tarot tower situation, right? So it's as if the ball is being put in your court, Sagittarius. You see this, the reading is telling you, you see this, you see that. Can you imagine? If you do this, this will happen. If you do that, that will happen. But what's interesting and the most important ingredient in this reading, Sagittarius, is that the ball is in your court. These cards suggest, but they say you are the chooser. You are the free will master. If you want an answer, I can only, with this, the cards are saying, I can give you direction and tell you, if you do this, this is going to happen. If you do that, that's going to happen. And we saw 2 tower situations, so we know that you can fall off into the abyss, if you will. But we've got Tyr. Tyr is victory in competition. All right, now, what happens in competition? In competition, there are always either other people that work with you or against you where you try to outrun them, outdo them, outlove them. Or it is you against yourself, trying to outdo yourself, trying to make a greater commissions level than in the previous year or the previous month. So there's a winner here. There's a winner in a realm that we can call, who is she? Who is this woman? Who is this woman? This is our Lady Justice. And when the Lady Justice, all right, we can say this is a legal issue if you have some kind of legalities that you are, or rulings that you are waiting for, that it will come out in your favor. We can say that. And I'm saying it, okay? But there's also, because we had Tyr, all right, now Tyr's pointing to that. But this is also the karmic energy. And so, again, I'm coming back to the bindi here. If you do this, this happens. If you do that, that happens. And it's opening again, and it's highlighting, and it's underscoring. Justice, the Justice card is underscoring. You can see the sun is popping out there. I'll have to hide that. The karmic card is underscoring the fact that, yes, the reading is suggesting and the reading is informing you, Sagittarius, but you are the chooser and you are the free will master. And we have Urus. Urus is bright stave. Urus is very, very, very sound rune. It's a very, very fate impregnated rune. It tells you that you have an opportunity. All right, look at it. Looks like a goalie, where balls go in and they score in football or soccer. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity here. You can go directly with Tyr and outdo your competitors in any realm, in any dimension in your life. Or you can pass the ball. You can pass the ball and help your colleagues, and still your team will win. Or you can decide you don't want to play. It's just too much for me. I can't handle the pressure. And that's a lot of deciding to make. You are the decision maker, and you are the free will master. And nothing is going to remove that responsibility from you, Sagittarius, It's not. So I'm going to see if we have some sun coming in to help and guide your way. We've got the Seven of Swords. It's not going to be it's not going to be a piece of cake. All right, this idea, because it'll weigh, what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, is that more than ever before this year, you're going to be the safeguarder or the protector of innocence, and your mind is, this is where you go when you have a lot of responsibility. And I'm looking there and I'm seeing that you yourself want to be protected. You want your mama, and you want to be lifted up and given more lightness. And you think, well, how can I process that? And the best way to process that is to, if you have children, to pick them up and be their mama or daddy, and this is the way the wheel turns for you, Sagittarius. And your mind goes there, and your mind remembers. That is your place of safeguarding, of protectiveness, of being innocent again. You're seeking innocent. You're the free will master seeking innocence in the month of September. Now, you're not going to lose your cool. You're not going to lose your bananas. You're not going to go haywire and go cross, great. No, that's not going to happen. We've seen that this situation looms, but you're not going there. Why? Well, we've got Tyr that's going and pointing right to the center of the bindi there and reminding you that it's time now for you to remember that it's now. That now is now is now, Sagittarius. Now is now is now. You are the free will master of innocence. Need. This is need. And need talks about, I hate to say the word. I hate to say delay. I hate to say something is being delayed. It's something that I would like to remove from my vocabulary. Sagittarius. Rome, again, I'm going back to Rome. Rome was not built in a day, so you will not be able to protect all of those children in September. You will not be able in September to fathom the idea of completely making your decision to return to a place of innocence. You won't be able to do that. But the energy that starts the third week, towards the end of the third week, really, of September, moving in that direction, is going to be your high part of the month, Sagittarius. Now, okay, fine, we get that. What about if we look a little bit more into the details, and we've got beautiful dog, fidelity. We've got hope. Oh my God, it's like here it goes, the way it goes. It's as if they're abstracts, right? Fidelity, hope, and jealousy. And where these are abstracts, jealousy is quite down to earth, pragmatic. And the interesting thing here, it's not about jealousy with this, because there's the fidelity card, there's the hope card. This is all about sadness. This is all about sadness in the context of your reading, Sagittarius. There is that willingness to protect the innocent, and to go back to the times that were, again, defying the bindi rune that's bringing you into the center. You would like to go back. And there's this idea of turning to a time that was. We have need saying that, okay, take your time, Sagittarius. You're going to need time. It will be coming in September. Do not fear. It will be coming in October. Do not fear. October will be near. It is a very clear message for you, Sagittarius. Do not fear. You are here. You are here. I do hope this was of help to you. Subscribe, share, and bring your friends. Until we read together again. Bye-bye.